That's how I want to start the video, guys. I just want to say, without James, I think DC would be... Warner Brothers probably wouldn't be a thing, okay? Now, I just want to preface that this is non-biased, you know? I liked Man of Steel. I liked... That's really it. There's really nothing else that I... Oh, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1 was good. But I really want to be grateful, you know? Because I'm on Twitter, you know? I see all this shit going off about people complaining about little things, man. Just the little things. Like, we should be grateful that we even got a Superman movie. Fucking Warner Brothers could have got shut down, and they could have got sold off to somebody else. So, really, we should be fucking grateful. And what movie am I talking about? We're talking about Superman. Superman. I know I'm a little late to the review, guys. I just want to say welcome back to the channel. I know I'm already back with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope life's treating you well. Hope you're living life, making money. Because that's what it's about, all right? And, yeah, I hope you're having a good day. But, I want to say Superman is amazing. I took my girlfriend to the theaters. We've actually seen it 3 times now. 3 times, okay? And I just want to say that it's amazing. Now, obviously, there's problems that I would change, nitpicks that I would, you know what I'm saying, be like, I don't know if that works. I don't know if I would do that. But I'm happy here to say that it's not shit. It's not Batman v Superman. It's not Wonder Woman 1984. It's not Aquaman 1. It's not Aquaman 2. It's not The Flash. Thank fucking God. Thank you fucking God. Because this could have been dog shit and this could have been it. Raps. Now, I keep saying James Gunn, if you don't know and you've never even seen Superman, you don't know nothing, which I don't even know what to say about that. But James Gunn is the CEO now, I'm pretty sure, with, what's the guy's name? Ari something. But he's running the show now. And he started with his first DCU. It's called DCU now. It's not DCU. He started with this first thing called Creature Commandos. And I personally liked Creature Commandos for what it was. Little 8-episode, 20-minute episode story. I thought it was great. And you guys should definitely watch that if you have HBO Max because it's free. And I recommend it. And it's got good characters, good emotion in it. It's got good jokes. It's a really good show. And that's what I think of Creature Commandos. Now, what do I think of Superman? I am a huge Superman fan. I'm a huge movie fan. I forgot to show y'all. Look, I got some more posters, too. Forgot to show you. Look, I got all the Star Wars now, Pulp Fiction, Back to the Future over there, Jaws. We got Jay and Silent Bob. I forgot to mention that because I got a comment in one of my videos about my posters and shit. So I added more to the collection. But what do I think about Superman? What I really think is I think David Cornsweet. My God. I remember when the casting was going on, it was like, Henry Cavill's gone? We're screwed! I was like, bro, name a time that James Gunn has let you down. Name one time. I can't name a time because he's never let me down. He's never disappointed me. With his casting, his characters, his writing, his directing, everything. And the fact that people were doubting that this movie wouldn't work. It wouldn't make money. It wouldn't be successful. I can't believe you even doubted him. Like, he brought... Like, and let's go to talk about Marvel for a second. He brought Guardians of the Galaxy. And don't act like, oh, I knew who they were beforehand when the movie... No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Nobody read Guardians of the Galaxy comics, okay? He brought unknown characters to life that we love now. That we celebrate. We love Quill. We love Gamora. We love fucking Drax. We love Rocket Raccoon. We love Groot. Look, the fact that I can name the characters, that just proves my point, okay? I just wanted to say that. James Gunn has single-handedly saved the DC universe and Warner Brothers as a company. Warner Brothers was dying of money, okay? And James comes in here, saves it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about who's in the film. We got David Cornsweet as Superman, our boy. The king is back. DC's back. David Cornsweet, Oh my god, you did such a great job. We got Rachel. I said Rachel. We got Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane. Great casting. Great job. We got Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and I'm not going to give it a chef's kiss because we're going to talk about that a little bit later, okay? We got Isabella Merced. I'm going to butcher your name. You're in The Last of Us. You did a great job in The Last of Us, but we're going to talk about your character here in this movie. We got Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. Oh my god. Absolutely amazing. You have Engineer as, I'm going to butcher your name. I'm really sorry. Maria Gabriela de Ferra. We have her in the film. We have Mr. Terrific as Eddie Gagathy. I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. Do a great job. You got Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho. Great job. Skylar Gisondo, Jimmy Olsen. Great job. He looks exactly... How the fuck did you find some... And you got Wendell Pierce as the boss of Daily Planet. And there's other characters scattered around the movie, but I wanted to bring up the main ones. But wow. Wow. Now, I know you're blowing his dick, bro. Relax. You can reel it back in. You don't have to suck his dick off. I get it. But I'm just impressed. We go from Man of Steel, which is really dark. Superman does not smile. He doesn't seem happy. He looks fucking depressed. He's moping around. And in Batman v Superman, he's fucking sad. And then he kills himself. It's like, spoiler, sorry. He fucking kills himself, sacrifices himself. When Wonder Woman could have just thrown the fucking spear. We're over that. We're gone. We're done talking about that. That shit's fucking stupid. We're here talking about Superman 2025. And spoilers ahead. And nitpicking. I'm going to be complaining about the film. Things I don't like, things I do like. So off rip, things that I don't like. I do not like the start of the film. I don't like words on the text of the screen where I have to read. What that makes me believe is that you're not a good writer and you don't have confidence. That's what stressed me. I was like, oh fuck, what is this? It's like 3, 3, 3. I was like, bro, what are we doing? Not a fan of that. I don't like, another movie that does text on screen? Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that there. But if you just got rid of that and get rid of the text on the screen, we didn't need to know that. We knew Superman was already around if you were reading and shit. And you kind of explain it. He seems like a newer Superman. You don't need to write that on the screen for us to read. I felt like that was pointless. The movie starts actually right where the trailer fucking starts, where he fucking plops right in the ground in ice, and Superman's fucking hurt. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? This motherfucker's bleeding out the mouth, freaking out. So I was like, all right, who did this? Even in my trailer reaction, I was like, who the fuck is going to be the threat in this villain? I knew Lex Luthor was in it, but is there going to be another threat? And Ultraman's in it? I was like, what's going on here? I wanted to figure it out. But, it starts with that, and it starts with him whistling for Crypto. And Crypto does such a good job. For a CGI dog, man, wow. Wow. It looks good. It's just perfect. And honestly, Crypto got a lot of laughs and a lot of, like, claps and shit in the movie theater. My theater was packed to the brim. Okay, I just want to point that out, too. Which I'm not a fan of. I like being alone in the theater. I was like, oh, my. But it starts with him whistling Crypto, and he's like... And Crypto comes over and he fucking starts jumping on Superman. He's like... Because he's a little hyperactive dog that's not trained. Again, he's jumping over Superman. And you gotta remember, he's strong as Superman, so he's fucking hurting him. He's like... He's like, what the Crypto? And he's like, take me home. Take me home. And we see Crypto running. He grabs his fucking cape, bites down on it, runs to the fucking Fortress of Solitude. And the Fortress of Solitude... looks fucking amazing. It's beautiful. I love it. I love the look. I haven't felt that look since Superman Returns, and you're probably like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? But it looks great. And he walks in and everything like that. Superman's caretakers, robots, whatever you want to call them, take care of him. Now here's another nitpick. The robots are talking like, oh, we don't feel emotion or anything like that. And then they're like, we have a new robot here. Her name is blah, 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 Jessica. I forgot her fucking name. And Superman looks at her and he's like, Superman, he just looked at me. So I'm confused. You just said the robots don't have emotion. Why is she reacting emotionally to Superman looking at her? Because I get it. Superman's good looking, but she's a robot. I think that's just a joke to put in a joke. So it just doesn't work. But it's a nitpick. It's a nitpick. Okay, not a big deal. And then I'm trying to remember this by heart. We go right in there and they're like, fuck, Superman's dying. Not dying, but he's hurt. He needs to be healed back up. They're like, nothing. We'll get him up like some sun rays. So they get the yellow sun, they get this shoe jazz thing, and it goes, ah! Sun fucking hits him. And then we cut back to the snow. And here's a big problem with the film. Engineer, man. Engineer, I just didn't care for, honestly. And it honestly makes me concerned about the Authority film now, because she's part of the Authority, right? If I'm not, I don't want to be fucking up shit here, but it makes me concerned. Because I did not like her character here. And I didn't like all the things that she could do. And I just didn't like how she acted here. And at the end of the film, she disappears. So I don't know. But it's still starting good. You know what I'm saying? So Engineer's out here looking for the Fortress of Solitude. She's like, where the fuck did he go? She's talking to Lex Luthor. So Engineer's working with Lex Luthor. Doesn't seem like she's working. It seems like she's forced to work with him. Like this Lex has something over her that we don't know. Because obviously Engineer could fucking slice Lex's head off and it's over. But she's out there looking for the Fortress of Solitude. And she sees it and it starts to go into the fucking ground. Superman gets healed up. He's walking around. He's like, bro, what the fuck's going on here? Why is it so messy? Krypto's being a little bad dog. Superman flies back to the city. Pretty fucking sick. And we see this big old Baravian fucking armored up. Which is Ultraman just in a big ass fucking suit. He gets his ass whooped again and blah, 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 blah. All that good shit. But I'm going to be jumping forward. I'm not going to go through the whole movie. Another problem that I had with the film. So I said Engineer. I don't have a problem with Ultraman. I think Ultraman's a good... obviously, I wasn't surprised by it. Obviously, I knew that was fucking him. Lex cloned him. That was obvious. So it was kind of a big letdown a little bit. Not really a letdown. I was just like, okay, whatever. I already knew that coming. Another standout of this movie is Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific is badass. I want his own show or whatever they're doing. I want his own movie. I want his origin. I want all of that. He does such a great job in his action scene where he's protecting Lois at that encampment and he's got his orbs. What he really reminds me of is the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy where he's got that fucking... Reminds me of those. His spear. Sorry, not orbs. Spear. T-spears. Alright? Remind me of that. And I was like, wow. This fucking sick. And another thing. The cinematography. The lighting. Everything is bright. Colorful. This is what I wanted. You know? Because I went back and watched Man of Steel. It is so dark, drab. It reminds me of PUBG. Everything's fucking brown. Everything's fucking gray. I don't want that. Give me some colors, man. That's why Fortnite and all that shit has fucking beautiful colors. It's bright. It's vibrant. It looks good. Now, a lot of people have been complaining, well, this is too silly. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a comic book on screen, which really, honestly, it's a comic book on screen. And I don't have a problem with that. Now, I know some people are going to be like, this is too goofy. This is too fucking silly. Superman saves a squirrel in the movie. And I have a problem with that, too, because it's just not in the right spot. Because Superman's fighting this big old, you see it in the trailer, that big old fucking dragon. And there's people around the dragon. Superman should not be saving squirrels. There's fucking civilians that need to be saved. And he saves a squirrel. It's just in the wrong spot in the movie. You know, you could have wrote that out. There was no need for that. And who else does a great job? Let's go down Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner as Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is fucking beautiful. I can't believe he really did get the most laughs in this movie. He got the most applause. He did a great fucking job as Guy Gardner. That is Guy Gardner. He's supposed to be goofy. He's supposed to be, how do you have this fucking ring? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You do not deserve this ring. But he does a great job Okay, and he seems like he's the leader. I don't want to say that of the Justice Gang. But it could be Mr. Terrific or whatever. I don't know. But he looks like he's the leader to me. I mean, Green Lantern versus Mr. Terrific. I don't know who's going to win. I'll leave that to you in the comments. But a problem with the Justice Gang, I said Mr. Terrific's great. Guy Gardner's great. And what really let me down, because I've seen The Last of Us show part 2, and what's her name? I'm blanking on her name. What is her name? Sorry guys. I'm trying to look for it right now. What is her name? Damn, bro. What is that woman's name? Oh, Isabella Merced. She does such a great job in Last of Us Part 2. I really do love her character. But here, I don't know if they're trying to go for a younger hot girl. I don't know what that was. In her suit, in her look, I don't know. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it, but I could grow into it. And she's really small. You know, when I see hot girl, I think of confidence, fucking godlike power, fucking a beast. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think of when I think of hot girl. But it is hot girl, not woman. So maybe they're just trying to do a younger hot girl where she could develop into the role and grow into the role, which is fine. Like I'm saying, I'm nitpicking here. I'm nitpicking. Okay? So she did an okay job with that. Now let's talk about let me go down what's really important. David Cornsweet, Rachel Brosnahan, Superman and Lois Lane's chemistry is beautiful. Now the main problem with it is it seems like the Superman movies just don't want to give us enough of it. We only get like 10, 15 minutes. People have been saying it's 5 minutes. No, we get like 10, 15 minutes of it. But there should have been more of it. Honestly, it's the best part of the film when Lois is interviewing Clark as Superman and they have an argument. Like, they're arguing and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Superman's raising his voice. Lois is getting questioning him, like pressuring him, like pressing him, as you could say. Be like, oh, well, this is not the right idea. You should not just invade a country without asking. You don't just fly to another country that's not yours and just do whatever the fuck you want. And Superman's like, well, people were gonna fucking die. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'm on Superman's side. Superman fucking says people are gonna fucking die. And he's right. He's saving those people. Now, did he go at it the wrong way is what Lois is trying to say. Should you have asked for approval? Should you have went to the president? Should you have really invaded this country that is at war? You know, that's your, I'll leave that to the comments for y'all to decide. But I think Superman made a great argument back. I mean, you have to think about it. And there's such a great line in the movie where Lois is like, you see everybody as beautiful and perfect. You see every living thing as a beautiful thing. And I was like, holy fuck. Great fucking line. I was like, James, Jesus, bro. That is perfect because that is Superman. Superman doesn't look at your flaws or your fucking badness or whatever you are. He sees you as a perfect human and that deserves to live, that deserves to have fun, deserves to live life and to the fullest. And that right there was just beautiful line. I love that line. Beautiful. Great job describing Superman. Does such a good job. Now, another thing. What do I think of Lex Luthor? Now, the problem is Nicholas Hoult does a good job. I think it's the material because he's a little goofy. Now, and sometimes he's a little idiotic. Like at the end of the movie, he's willing to destroy the whole fucking planet and himself to kill Superman. That's not Lex. Lex would be trying to think, okay, how the fuck am I going to live this and kill him? That's fine. If Lex wants to kill the whole Earth, that is fine. But himself as well? That makes no fucking sense. That doesn't work. Lex is supposed to be a menace of fucking IQ fucking of 3,000. And he's supposed to revel in it. You know what I'm saying? He does a little reveling, but it's a goofy. Like that coffee scene where he's like, the cape with the dog? And he's like, Superman's like, what did you just say? There's a scene where Lex takes his dog and shit. And he's like, what the he took his dog! And he's freaking out on television. And it's a little silly, but hopefully Lex will grow into that menace that fucking everybody fucking hates. You know what I'm saying? I hope for that. That is what I'm hoping for. So do I think he did a bad job, as what people are saying? There's a lot of people that I watch and I respect that are saying he did a bad job. I don't think he did a bad job. I think it was just the material, and it was okay. It's not what I wanted. And look, I'm not going to rank the movie bad because I didn't get what I wanted. No. It's just not my Lex Luthor, okay? But I can grow accustomed to it is what I'm saying. There's room to grow here if you can fix him up and change him up a little bit. I'm perfectly fine with that. Now let's go down to some characters that are like extra, you know what I'm saying? Jimmy Olsen, I don't get the whole thing where he's supposed to be hot and everything. It's just a joke. And it did get a lot of laughs in my theater, which I was like, okay, if it's going to get laughs, then fine. You know what I'm saying? But did I laugh? No. I did not laugh. And this hot woman is dating Lex Luthor, and she really likes Jimmy Olsen. And the only way to get these clues and these hints to take down Lex Luthor is, Jimmy, will you hang out with me for the weekend? And Jimmy's like, whoa. The whole weekend? He's like, fuck. And the girl's like, oh my God, what the fuck? And then it's just silly. It's stupid. It's there for laughs, for the audience, for the casual goer. Personally, I didn't enjoy it. So, that's just that. But did it bother me to where I was like, fuck this film? No. And now, the suit too. Superman's suit is beautiful. And I just saw a thing on Twitter of him without the underpants. Thank God we went with the underpants. There would be too much blue. It just wouldn't look good. The underpants are great, and the cape. That symbol on the back cape, and you have those GoPro or whatever shots you have where it's on the back of his cape is fucking beautiful. And he's flying through the fucking city. It's amazing. I fucking love it. It's fucking Superman. Now, what do I think of the action set pieces, too? I want to talk about the dragon. The dragon's cool, you know, it's whatever. And I like the scene where Superman's like, well, the Justice Gang shows up and they're like, all right, let's fucking take this thing out. And Superman's like, whoa, let's try to keep this alive. Let's try to get it into space and just let it live. There's no need to kill this thing. And then Mr. Terrific's like, come on, man, grow up. It's like, what? And then we never go back to that. And Mr. Terrific fucking kills it. He shoots his tear spears inside its stomach and it fucking eats it and it dies. And then we never go to it. It's like there's no consequence at all or talk about it. Superman doesn't talk with him about it. It's like, what the fuck was that? There should have been more on that. Superman should have been like, what the fuck? You should have pressed Mr. Terrific. I'm fucking sick. You could kill him and laser beam his ass. You know what I'm saying? So the action scene was cool. Fight scene was cool. Whatever. I don't have a problem with it. Besides that, that's my main problem with it. What was that other action scene? The football field action scene with Ultraman and Engineer. Fucking beautiful. They're getting the nanobites in his fucking mouth. That is a scary scene. Because first of all, you have Ultraman, spoiler, which is fucking Superman, just cloned, just dumber. And you have him just fucking like this, punching you like this. And Engineer's got her fucking nanites in your fucking mouth. And Superman has his fucking, he's trying to take it off, but it's like going inside his mouth, down his throat, down his body and shit. And they're trying to get him to stop breathing. And Superman has to think, because he has like fucking 5 minutes. And he's like, motherfucker flies up into the air, and they're like, holy shit, we can't fucking keep up. We're trying. And then Engineer gets on him. Ultraman gets on him, and it's literally like this. Superman's fucking flying. Ultraman's like this to his face. It's like, and fucking Engineer's trying to fucking stop him. And I'm like, what the fuck is this man's playing? He goes all the way to fucking space. And it's like, whoa, okay, finally, we get to see space. It's pretty fucking cool shot. And Superman goes like this. Head fucking first. Just not even flying, just dropping. And Engineer's like, oh fuck, he's gonna fucking suicide bomb us, we gotta go. And she's trying to stop the fucking thing, but it's too late for that. Fucking Superman hits the fucking ground. Engineer gets fucking knocked out. And that's where Engineer does not come back. She leaves the film permanently, and it's like, what? I'm confused. She does not come back. So is she dead? But they said there's a heartbeat, so I don't understand what. What? I'm gonna let it be. And Ultraman's wearing this purple suit. I'll put the image up wherever side I put it on. Ultraman has this suit on, this purple suit. So you never seen his face the whole time. But once they do that dive bomb, they're staring at each other. Ultraman rips off the mask, and it's fucking David Cornsweat with a fuck ton of hair. I actually thought it was pretty cool. It was actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. And he fucking shoots his laser vision. And mind you, every time Ultraman's in a fight, Lex Luthor is controlling him. So another problem is that he's shouting out like FB, B6, B7, A2. They're like fight combinations because Lex Luthor at the beginning of them, like, he studied every fight move Superman has ever done, and he knows all his moves. So it's just like, you have to hear Lex shouting, which I don't have a problem with. A lot of people are complaining about. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool. It's whatever. Because, I mean, Lex is controlling Ultraman at the end of the day. So, I'm just going to say that. And the Ultraman fight scene is great. Now, is Ultraman fucking dead? At the end of the fight scene, Ultraman gets fucking thrown in a black hole. Superman throws him in a black hole. Doesn't throw him actually, the butt. He moves him over and the bus takes him into the black hole. So, well, let it slide to Superman, kill him. You know what? I'll leave it up to y'all in the comments because I don't want to answer and make people mad. So, actually, fuck that. Superman killed him because that's a fucking black hole. Okay? How is he going to survive that? I don't fucking know. So, I'm assuming if they want to do Bizarro, they can bring him back by just like, bloop, he goes out into another little dimension or whatever and we'll see him later. But I think that motherfucker's dead. Now let's talk about... I'm sorry, I'm jumping and jumping. Let's talk about... This is about to be the longest fucking video I've ever done. Let's talk about the big bombshell in this fucking movie. Now, I did not expect this. In the beginning of the movie... hold on, guys, sorry. In the beginning of the movie... Superman likes playing this message from his parents. And the message is like kind of broken. It's not the full message. He can't read the full message because it's like kind of discarded and like ripped up and like fucking broken. So he can only hear the first half and it's like, we love you as land. We love you as much as land. We love you so much. And the parents are being comforting and comforting him. And you see in the trailer that the civilians and the human people turn on Superman. You're like, what the fuck? What's happening? So there's a scene where obviously Lex, Engineer, and Ultraman break into the fucking Fortress of Solitude, and the only reason he did that is because he cloned Superman, so he has fucking Superman, which is Ultraman technically. So he's able to open the Fortress of Solitude, because you see it later, only Krypto and Superman are able to get in that bitch, because Krypto's like, Roof! And the door opens. They break in, another great action scene with Krypto. Krypto's fucking biting that bitch's face off, Engineer's face off, great scene, and then Engineer's like, fuck that. Throws like a fucking muzzle, huge ass muzzle fucking face on Krypto. They take the dog, they leave. But Lex is looking for something because he needs a reason for the government to allow him to store Superman in a prison cell or just fucking kill him. And Engineer starts going on the computer. They find this message and she recovers it. We don't get to see what it is yet. But after that dragon fight scene, the kaiju that I was talking about, it goes live. Lex spreads it around the whole world. And the message is kind of fucked. I won't lie. Did I like it? In the moment, I was like, whoa, what? And then I started thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. So, there's so many problems with this scene. I just don't even know. So what they say is they say, we sent you to Earth so, because they're weak. They're simple-minded. You can take over this planet and rule over them. And we want you to have a harem of women, and you can have whatever the fuck you want. And you can be the ruler of that world and continue our legacy. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And Bradley Cooper and this other woman is the wife. I forget their names. Angela Saffron? Wait, no way. That's... Okay, we gotta check that after. That's his wife. And Bradley Cooper are the parents of Superman. And so there's a lot of problems. So if you know Superman lore, we're not going to be able to do Zod now. Because that's what Zod wants. So the parents wanted that. So I'm confused. it's just all over that scene. I can't decide if I like it or if I don't like it. Like, I do like it and I don't like it. Like, I'm trying to decide which one do I prefer, and it's kind of hard. I really am trying to think if I like this scene or not. Because it's a big-ass bombshell. I'm going to go with I like it. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate because Superman's parents are supposed to be paragons of truth. Just like Bruce Wayne's parents, they're supposed to be these fucking icons. These role models. These people that you look up to. They're perfect. But I kind of like the different approach we took here. And then during the film, Superman's like, fuck. He's like, am I doing the right thing? Like, was I sent here? Like, am I doing the right thing? There's a great scene where he goes back home. And his parents and his dad comes outside and Superman's sitting on the porch. And he's like, he's like, us as parents, like, we can't tell you what to do. We give you the tools to make you look a fool and set you up for life. And he's telling Superman, he's like, I don't care what you were sent here for. And he's like, I'm proud of you as my son. And it was like, damn, what the fuck? This is a hard-hitting moment. He's like, I'm fucking proud of you for whatever you do. And I'm always going to support you. And it's like, damn, bro, I got a little emotional in the theater. I was like, what the fuck? That is a top-tier fucking scene right there. I'm getting a little emotional even thinking about it because it's so good of a scene. And they hug each other out, and Superman goes back to fix the fucking world, and it's wow. It's a great scene. And what do I think of Clark's parents? I think they're alright. They're whatever. They're old-timey people. You know, people are complaining, whatever. People are going to complain no matter what. It doesn't matter if we got a fucking 10 out of 10 Superman film. People would still find a way to complain. They're never going to be happy. You got the Zack Snyder people. They're never going to be happy. They're not. They're going to want their Henry Cavill. But you got to remember, Henry Cavill's getting old, man. He's getting old. So I just want to point that out there too. And what else can I talk about here? Another big spoiler. At the end of the movie, Supergirl shows up. And she's fucking drunk. She's fucking all over the place. She looks like a mess. And we get the reveal that Krypto is not Superman's dog. It's, Supergirl's dog. And, the reason why it's not trained is because it's Supergirl's dog. Supergirl gets there and he's like, Krypto! And Krypto's like, and he fucking flies over there and just starts dragging her all over the fucking place, slamming her into the ground. And Superman's like, okay, this is why this motherfucker's not trained. So it's a little silly, but I kind of like it. It explains why he's so fucking out of control, because he's not fucking trained. Supergirl's not trained. She's fucking drinking on other planets, she's saying, on the red sun, fucking partying, because you need a red sun to feel something. The yellow sun doesn't do that. You can't get drunk on Earth. And that's going to lead into Woman of Tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. And the actress playing Supergirl's Millie Aycock, I believe in her. I mean, we barely saw her and people are already complaining. Bro, she was in the film for at least 10 seconds. So I'm not going to make an assumption. What did I think of the suit? I like the suit. So I think he did a good job for me. Another funny cameo in the movie. Peacemaker's in it. So once the reveal of like his parents, because the whole world knows now, Peacemaker's on fucking late night show, and he's like, yeah, fucking Superman. He's talking shit. It's great fucking scene. Great fucking scene. John Cena, you do such a good job as Peacemaker. I can't wait for more of that. It's a great film, and it ends with him playing the message. And he's like, will you play the family message? They're like, of course, sir, the new version. And it has him sitting down in the chair, and he's spinning around, and it shows his real parents, his Earth parents, which are now his main parents, and they show him taking care of him, hanging out, playing ball and shit. It's a good emotional scene. I really like it. And a lot of people have been bitching about the soundtrack. I don't have a problem with that. I think James Gunn knows how to pick good songs. Guardians of the Galaxy, fucking Slither. He knows how to pick the right appropriate songs. And so I didn't have a problem with the punk rocker aspect. I didn't have a problem with that. Because if we just get the John Williams score, it's just like, okay, so then we would bitch, oh, he didn't do anything new with the music score. So it's just kind of like, I'm okay with it. No problem with me on that half of the film. So you heard me talk a lot of good and a lot of nitpicks. There's some nitpicks I have with the movie. You know, obviously I didn't talk about everything because I want you to go see it. I want you to go buy this movie. Support DC Universe. Let's go ahead and see what it's sitting at currently money wise. Domestic, it's made $334 million, which is nice. International is very low compared to Man of Steel, which is concerning. Because Man of Steel, I'm pretty sure, was carried by international success. Domestic for Man of Steel was 291. International was 379, and it made a total of 670. Superman right now is at 585 totally, which is not a big drop. You know what I'm saying? We've been fucked over, so I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it's even made this much money. Because if you look at the other DC movies, they're fucking flops. So I'm even surprised it made that much. And its opening night, it made more than Man of Steel, which was hats off to you. And I believe this entire time, I believed in James Gunn. I believed. Okay, now let me see if this guy's his wife. Hold on. No. It's not. Okay, so I was just wondering. But, yeah, so you're probably wondering, what do I think of Superman 2025? Do I think it's a good film? Yes. Do I think it's the best Superman film? I generally think, obviously, Christopher Reeves is still the best. I mean, I don't think anything's going to top that. It's so perfect. The writing is so perfect. It sets up Clark, and it does such a good job. You get both halves. You know, we're missing a lot of Clark in this film. Like we did in the Batman. We missed a lot of Bruce Wayne in that film. We got a lot of just fucking Batman. So I'm hoping in the sequel we fix this. Same with the Batman 2. I hope that we fix this with the Batman 2. And what do I think of DCU roadmap? What do I think of the future? Let's go ahead and talk about everything while we're here. So we got Superman, which we watched. I don't know what's happening with the Authority film, like I talked about. It seems like James is like, I don't know if we're still doing that. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Supergirl is going to be great fucking hit. Women are going to love it. I'm going to love it. I love fucking Supergirl, so I'm not going to say anything bad about it. So I think that's going to be a fucking huge hit, just like Wonder Woman. I'm thinking it's going to make $1 billion because just trust. And then we got a Swamp Thing. I don't know. Which, if it's done right, I mean, I guess, but who's going to see Swamp Man? I don't fucking know. And we have a Green Lanterns TV show as well in the works. We have a Wonder Woman TV show that's on Themyscira, which looks amazing. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. I am excited. But these scripts and this writing needs to be perfect. None of these films can suck. Okay, Warner Brothers is going to freak the fuck out and start rethinking, okay, maybe we made a bad decision here. We need a hit. And let's go ahead and look at Superman's rating. It's at an 83% critic, which is nice, and a 91% audience. And I think the audience kind of gives my rating away. I'm going to give this movie a fucking 9 out of 10. It's a 9 out of 10. I love this movie. I enjoyed this movie, and I'm not fucking just saying that just to say that, okay? James Gunn brought fucking DCU back to life. The DC universe back to life. And that is that. And there's no origin story. I forgot to mention that in the review. But I think it's a great time for your family to go out and see. Fucking you to go out and see. I might even go fucking see it again. And it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. Did not feel that runtime at fucking all. Honestly, I wanted more. Matter of fact, I wanted the movie to keep going. I would have been fine if it was 3 hours. Okay? But let me know what y'all think of the DC universe down below and what you think of Superman, you know? And if you're a fucking Marvel fan, that's fine, you know? But I feel like we should all work together, you know? There shouldn't be a fucking bias. You know, DC on fucking top! Which it is. But, okay, sorry. But let me know what y'all think. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. You know, I've been doing a lot of research and shit about coming out, what movies are coming out, leaks and shit like that. Really want to know everybody's opinion on this movie because I'm a diehard fan of Superman and I think this movie is a fucking 9 out of 10. It's perfect. You should go out and see it. You should buy it, rent it, whatever the fuck you want. Get a fucking poster. I need to get a poster. I'm working on that right now. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a great day. And sorry that this fucking video ballooned to 40 minutes long, but I want this out here for my sake, so when I get older, I can look back at this and be like, damn, I remember Superman being a fucking blast when I was a kid. So, I hope you guys have a great day, and yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. So, peace.